Hello, good morning. This is Daddy Chris from the London studio of Srtv. It is Wake Up Nigeria. Oh, what do we do here? This is a show where we take a look at what is happening in the country and take a review of our newspapers, of course. I hope you've been joining the show. If you've not, please keep it with us because every morning we're here to keep you abreast of what is happening in the nation. Today is packed full again. The papers have it all. They'll be saying it. For those of you that doesn't know, a lot has been going on in the country. And I'm going to give you time. I'm not going to waste my time. My guests are ready. They're going to talk us through what is going on. I know Abuja is wet at the moment. Let's see the beautiful girl from Abuja. Mary, how you doing?
I'm fine, Daddy. Good morning. How is London?
Morning. London, look at London. Look at me. London is very good weather though. We have the best of weather today. It's summer. Everybody's getting excited. And you can tell when Princess joins us, you'll see everybody's in the summer mood. Only Princess is never in the summer mood. She's always there, thickly dressed. Anyway, how is Abuja?
Abuja is cold. Like, even right now, I'm feeling cold. The Abuja is cold. It's been raining since
I
yesterday.
guess it's 20 something degree and you said it's cold.
It is, like, till now, it's still raining. So maybe it's the rain that is bringing the cold. Because I'm talking to you right now, it's still raining here in Abuja.
Yeah, obviously you're wearing some food in Abuja. I don't know when you go, but no, when you come to London one day, you will see what is called cold. And London is very good though, compared to what you see. Anyway, let's hear from Princess. Princess is right here, right there. Hello, Princess.
Hello, good morning, Daddy Chris. Good morning, Mary.
Yes. Let's have it all. How is London, Princess? London is treating you well. It's like, look, Princess is putting on weight. Don't you think so, Mary?
Yes, so it's
Which kind
obvious.
putting on weight? Mary, stop that leg. Which kind putting on
I
weight?
think it's not like it that she was during, let me say, during December, January,
Hmm.
February. Oh my God. Now the change is so obvious. But thank God.
Abi?
But
Because
thank God.
then I lost my mom. You didn't expect that it's going to be the same anyway. But London is fine today. I don't know what Daddy Chris is talking about. The weather is 12 degrees Celsius today. Partly, as we're going to be having cloudy. Some part will be cloudy today. Others, of course, will see a winding area and sunny as well. But I'm always cold. Like right now, I'm cold. I have a very big heater here with me. Otherwise, I wouldn't be dressed like this, and I dare not go out like this. I dare not. I'm still that Nigerian girl. I cannot accept anything cold or take that cold.
We are well done. We're well done, Princess, because you can tell. Anyway, well, today is one of those beautiful days, a great day, Princess. It's Thursday, right? The 6th of June, 2024. What a day. And a lot is happening. The Labour and the Nigerian government. Where are we? What's going on?
Yes, we know that yesterday Tinubu actually gave the finance minister 48-hour ultimatum to come up with a new template as regarding the minimum wage, something better than 60,000. And even though there are insinuation that Labour might just settle for 100,000, I did try to speak with one of them via WhatsApp, and they said, thank God, I said that is insinuation. They are waiting to see what the federal government will come up with. Who knows? They are optimistic. The federal government might just meet up or very close to their demand, so they can't say anything. And so today also is the meeting. Today, the minister would be presenting that template to them. And so we'll see. In fact, I'm very, very, I can't wait for that time to come. Let's see what the federal government will be offering this time. And
I
let's
mean,
hope also that the organized labor will be pleased with that offering as well.
amazing. I hope. So, Mary, you guys have gone back to work, right?
Yes. I think
Uh,
since yesterday, we've gone back to work.
yes. Now the government understand the power of the organized labor that they can cripple the economy the way they got us, and that is a start. I congratulate labor for what they've done. It's not about harming the government. It's not about harming anybody. It's about looking for a way, for us to sit down and talk. Like as we all know, the senators, the government, the governors, they know what they go home. They know what their paycheck is. They know they have a conscience. It's up for them. And for you to treat other people this way, it becomes unfair. But however, that being said, Mary, how are you people, Mary Princess? This question I'm going to throw to two of you this week. Why about the other side of the story? The Nigerian workers, they have this lousy attitude. You understand? It's government owned, it doesn't matter. So you don't put in your best. Well, how is the government going to raise money to pay this money? That's my question. I mean, nobody want to
No, the
answer this.
question should be how is the government funding their extravagant lifestyle? They should use the same way to pay the workers. That
No,
Chris,
yeah,
this is not rocket science. If we know, we had a guest the other day that said that we have the money. It's just a misplace of priority.
yes.
If we do not have money, you will not be doing project that will
And
help the
that's why I
country.
don't have anywhere to escape. The Nigerian government now have been trying to defend them. Not that I'm really defending them. I'm only
But
trying to probe them to
government
the
are
other
they
side. But I
working?
never have a way. You guys seem not to let me go. You understand? I understand that the government is an African lifestyle. We need to address that because there is nowhere. I'm going to come up with statistics in between the show. As we see how much a senator takes home, let's see, take home of a senator. No, no, let's look at a governor, for instance. They are the robbers, they are armed robbers. The Nigerian governors are the worst I have ever seen. You can even blame a senator. That's why they leave the Senate and they go and become governors. Because they know when you are a governor, princess, it's not the salary. The amount you are like you are the president of your state. You oppress the local government, you oppress the king, you oppress the institutions, you make money. To
Now,
be a governor.
there was this headline yesterday in one of the papers that did say, the House, the National Assembly is actually throwing its weight behind the federal government as regarding, the local government autonomy. And now that means the we have the lawmakers, we have, the executive arm, and of course the legislative, working together to make sure that the local government have the autonomy. And at this they term as, when we say government is not working, they are not doing what is right. The grassroots, the local government is abandoned. They wouldn't know that the governors are responsible, but they are being dragged on the process as well. So they are trying to exonerate self from this, and that is why they are putting their weight behind the federal government also to make sure that the local government have their autonomy, their freedom once and for all.
So slowly, that's going to be a good thing because one time, at the point in time, we know we're going to put our light on the National Assembly as well, how much they're earning and all that. But perhaps the starting point is really the governors. And to attack the governors, it's good to start with the local government. Then to tell you one of the ways the governors in Nigeria are actually raping us. You
They
understand? They
are.
collect,
They are.
yeah,
They
they
are.
are, I agree, I
All
agree.
they want
And I
to
think
do is
they're aware.
even the money they get from the state, they are not even using it to do anything in that state. They'll still wait for the federal government to give them money. You understand?
we
That's why
saw
they are
we
facing
saw
money.
we saw we saw on the news yesterday also, the whopping amount they use for refreshment.
Within three
And so
months.
if they are able to use it for refreshment within 1 month, 2 months, I think we should, use that money to pay workers. Let everybody forget about refreshment. After all, the masses are suffering. And so when you say refreshment, you're
That's
spending
the
one
thing I
trillion
say.
on refreshment.
The thing,
I don't know what
princess,
you are refreshing.
in fact, the truth is, whatever we're going through does not affect our lawmakers. It doesn't affect our governor. It don't affect people in offices. So that is why the only people suffering are the civil servant. But this is why I said to the civil servant, if we bring up this issue now, it's the same civil servant that will come out and fight labor and also criticize and support the government. Have you seen them pretty? Those of them, most of the people you come on TV show to come and defend a lousy government, they are all civil servants one way or the other. And they think they are punishing me. Sometimes, princess, it's actually the same Nigeria. They call themselves so-called activists that will come out and say, oh, what you are saying, Tinubu have tried. Tinubu have tried. And I ask them, I repeat again, what is the barometer? Or what are the barometers you use for testing for what Tinubu has done? What is the one you use to test your governor? You see, 1 year in office, we can go back quickly to that. 1 year in office, this is what they have to say. So today, let us focus on the governors and their failures. But we're coming back to you, Mr. President. We're coming back to you, lawmakers. We're coming back to all of you out there. Do you know Nigerian parastatals don't raise money? So if you get an appointment, let me talk of the Nigerian Export Promotion Council. It's the federal government again. Listen, no princess. It's the federal government that will fund the Nigerian Export Promotion Council. Their job is to promote export of goods outside the country to help Nigerian goods gain international market. Now, their job, ideally, I'm just taking you as a case study because I have been with you guys a couple of times. And that is what concerns me because I'm in the diaspora. It is my work to work sometime with these people to bring Nigerian goods to the UK and beyond. Do you know these people, they don't raise 10 penny, 10 pence in a year. They all wait for what the federal government will bring. And they come up with projects. When you go to them, say, hey, government has not released money. Government said this. Then I ask, what are you people doing as an organization to at least raise part of this government money? Now, the Nigerian customs, their idea is to go and rob people every day. Of course, importers are their slaves. So they screw the importers, they screw the government, they screw us. They don't contribute anything. Princess, let us still look at this side of the story. I mean, the government is not doing anything right. But what about these parastatals that are established arms of government that are supposed to be raising money for themselves? So do you know that you see, I never live in a country like this. I've never seen any country like this before. A country where if the oil money does not come, the custom is crippled, the police is crippled, the army is crippled. In fact, agencies are crippled, ministry dead, government dead, governors dead, local government dead. Wait now. Money go.
That Chris, yesterday on one of the papers as well. In fact, in all the papers as well, we saw, illegal miners being trapped under, a rock where they went to mine. So we lost over 20 of them, 50 of them are still trapped. And now this shows the negligence of government, both at the federal and at the state level. And that actually happened in Niger State. We know Niger for the vast land they have, which is not even being put into use. And I'm even more angry that we have a very young governor Bago there, and up to now Bago is as if he's dormant. I don't know what he's doing. The Niger is big enough to do a lot of things, to invest, to bring in investors. The land alone in Niger, it's just something. And now we're seeing illegal miners. That means they even have resources like this that the state governments can actually channel their energy.
Thank you.
They have the manpower, they have the resources to do that. And now we are allowing illegal miners to go there.
Now making money from it.
Carrying away, the resources of the state. These monies that these people are being sent by individuals, one individual is sitting somewhere, using these people,
they're Chinese. They're Chinese coming to buy it from peanuts.
What is it that our governors are doing? We did raise this issue yesterday, and of course the guest we had was telling me, go ahead.
The last time we have this guy from Ebonyi, the only thing they're going to tell you in defense is, we have released allocation from the federal government. I've heard you. Niger does not have a lot of oil, so they don't get a lot of allocation from the federal government. I've heard you. But you forgot that Abakaliki rice alone, in those days, if they had done it well, that rice will feed the whole nation. You understand? So a governor that cannot focus on that and wait for only allocation from the federal government, that governor is a sinner. In fact, in the Bible, classify only either righteous or a sinner. The sinners, we need to pick them out in the country. And it is not only because you steal money, but because you did not teach your land. That's what the Bible said. The Bible said, teach your land. I'm quoting the Bible now, princess. You understand? God instructed us to go and teach our lands. And we're not doing so. The governors are not doing so. And that is the good question you ask now. Look at giving us a wonderful case study now in Niger State, where people are not trapped there. Because they don't have the resources, of course, to go into mining. So they are doing it in the old way. Human being sitting on the rock. Nobody does mining like that these days. Imagine what it will cost, nothing, close to nothing for the federal government or the state government to go into bringing the machineries to crack this place and bring out the resources. And the funniest thing, princess, they will be making money. And that is the only way they can pay this minimum wage. That is the part of the story I'm talking about. I know they are thieves, they're stealing all the money, but that is not even my pain. My take on it is, even if you steal the money and you spend it in Nigeria, you will not, you see, let put it this way. I don't believe in somebody owning money. You only control it. It got to a point in my life I found out, all the money I have, do I even own them? I don't own them, princess. Most of my things are in Nigeria. Am I the one using it? Today now, look at where I slept in London. Look at some of the things I have in Nigeria. Am I the one using them? So you don't own money. So if you steal a lot of money, don't worry, don't mind these fools. Provided they spend it in Nigeria, we will use it for them. The most important thing is that they are able to make money. So the governor, listen, Ibori, I don't want to use my brother all the time. I should leave him alone at some point. But let's just put it this way: he has a big house in the village. He doesn't go there. You understand? He have one in Lagos. He have one here. Is he going to stay in all of them? How many wives can anybody have? One at a time. Even if you have 20, you can only sleep with one at a time. The help you going to help you, they manage the other one. But not first ladies. So sometimes we're talking about now that you cannot own money, you only control it. You understand? So we're saying they should help us to make money. Princess, that is my language. Oh. Still, yes, but help us to make money. Any governor, anybody in office, Tinubu in office, not making money, only telling us how he spent money. He's a sinner. I want us to preach this narrative, please. And that's my pain. My pain is, I know last time this guy was able to tell us how we mismanage the money. I agree. But Princess, are we really even making the money? That is the most important thing. Other than oil, are you making money? Let me ask you again.
Because that, I feel like what the guest also said. We know that the energy, the weight is on the oil, but we have other ways we can make money. It's just that
Yes.
the government does not want to focus energy there. They don't want to channel their energy there. And even though people have been saying, we've been clamoring about diversification, we should diversify from oil for a while. But we know that because of the huge amount they are making from there, nobody is willing. And we've seen that looking at the state. Let's even look at the state. Don't forget that apart from the states now, we also have ministers, like you said, ministers for this, for that. What are they doing? The ministers.
Yes.
Let's go to let's leave the National
Thank
Assembly.
you, Princess. That's the point. A ministry, Princess. Oh my God, I don't know whether you understand it. I said a ministry as low. You might think the cheapest ministry in Nigeria is the Ministry of Information and Culture, right? Culture ministry alone. It's under culture ministry. That's why you have music, which is the only thing making money. That's why you have fashion. The biggest thing that is making money more than who. If you put music and film together, fashion is making us more money. The ministry, they are all under the Ministry of Culture. Guess what? If the money does not come from the federal government, that permanent secretary is sleeping.
And
There's
that is
not.
because and that is because even you, for instance, that have the idea of what film is, of what these things is, if you bring a proposal, something that would benefit them, they look at it as if it's nothing. They do not understand. It's the
No,
same thing
Princess.
we're saying even at the state level.
Princess, I want to bring Mary. I want to bring everybody attention to something very important, right? Mary, where your office is NTA TV Enterprise, all
Yes.
right? Yes,
Yes.
it's not NTA. Let me understand that. That is what we need in the ministry. NTA TV Enterprise is the arm of NTA that's supposed to do business. You understand? They're supposed to look for projects to bring money to NTA. BBC have it. BBC Enterprise. These are arms of them that can make money, because you know that even ordinary broadcasting, the advert may not be enough. So NTA devises a means to make money, not that they're doing it. You understand? But that is a step. Nigerian ministries don't have that, Princess. Maybe that is the reformation we are talking about. That is the restructuring we are talking about. That is the arm of government. Maybe if you look at our state now, the last time we heard Ministry of Information and Industry, how do you call it? Industry and social commerce and industry. I can tell you, Princess, their thought is not how to make money. Say we want to create an enabling environment. And then what environment are you creating? That you cannot even create your own small department within that ministry that make money for the
I
ministry.
make money from it.
That's a start.
That's
Eh?
true.
So if we have that start, and every ministry and every parastatal, even the custom, to have a department that makes money for the custom, because you cannot wait for oil money, my people. That's my problem. So if the oil money does not come one day, Princess, all of us they mess. It be like church. When pastor not get, when offering not come, you go see the whole pastors they shake.
And
If
if you
money
cannot,
not
you enter church.
but I
Because Daddy Chris, we are used. This is what the country is used to. It
Exactly.
has been a pattern.
Yes.
And then people who come also into power, they follow this pattern. Otherwise,
Exactly.
I don't see a reason why a ministry, if you go to most of the ministries, it's the same thing we'll talk about, the nonchalantness to or attitude to work at the ministries in Abuja. You see that because it has been a pattern, so they follow it. They tell
And
you,
this
oh,
is, in fact, that's why I said to myself that I want to focus on this area that we don't see. You understand? Now, you know that from Ibori time, let's look at Delta State, from Ibori time to Ibori, all they have ever done is how more money will come from the federal government. If any governor have tried, it's Ibori, who was able to fight the federal government to get more money. How the money is put to use, Ibori cannot tell us how you put the money that is not giving us money. Oh. During your time, you were able to fight the federal government to get us more money. Sir, did you invest the money so that Delta State makes more money? The answer is a big no. The only governor that ever said he did that, they call him a thief. Peter Obi. They said he invest money in beer. But beer, people consume beer. He invested so the state can earn money. That is a governor. No, and when I talk of Peter, they think I'm joking. You understand? This is what I'm saying now. Peter was not my friend, and you will see one day when these things are. Maybe somebody that is going to talk like me will come one day, and you guys will see what I'm saying. You see, what I'm saying now is a true governor will think, if all your money not come next month, how will they feed? The truth is, whether we kill these governors or not, even the federal government agree to pay today, the governors cannot pay. Now, because they are used to this lifestyle already, you will see what they will do next. You see Oboriwori, they will clap for cross-routing roads. In fact, Obaseki, they say if you see all the road before, they know they fit the pass am, water they lock there. That is what you use to judge the governor. As intelligent and investment banker like Obaseki is clapping for himself. That the only thing he has done, oh, that road, people know the pass am before, now they don't know the pass am. A whole governor that is an investment banker. He doesn't know how to invest the money of the state so the state can make more money. I don't know evil now. But that is, you know why this is so painful, Princess? We have done nothing that is good for the next generation. We have never done one good thing that the next generation will say, oh, look at, in fact, if you look at Delta State, the 24 years, let's count it now, because Bordeaux 24 years, now will complete 24. Of 24 years of government of Delta State, you will see that we have not moved an inch. But all we have done is make a lot of money come to Delta State. It's true that the money is coming every month. There's no month that the allocation, the federal government has not failed anybody by not sharing the money. Of course, the federal government is also sleeping now. What is Tinubu going to do? From Buhari time to Tinubu to Goodluck. All they've done is make all your money come. They say they don't carry the money come. They don't know where the money is coming from, Princess. So they don't even care. That's why they don't even care how much oil is sold. Imagine if
it's
you don't work
really,
and they just throw money at you.
yes, it's really a shame, sir. Even talking about where the money is coming from, if you go to most of the Niger Delta communities, these are the same people. Also, even the Okoma that was, if that evil was mentioned on their part of the people
Yes.
producing the oil, these are the lands, and go there. These people are just the shadow of themselves. When you see these people, they don't have clean water to drink. The water has been, the water is not their drinking water has turned into something else. Even the river itself, you see fish. The other time we did a documentary, we went to a part of Delta and Bayelsa. You could see that even these people don't have water to drink, and even the fishes also are not surviving this whole thing as well. And so these people are stranded. I know that then there was a church who went there to do borehole. Even the borehole you could see is oily and all that. So this their land has been messed up over time, and these people have not been taken care of properly. We know that Ogoni cleanup is still what we're talking about it tomorrow. Have they really cleaned Ogoni up? No, we are still on the process of cleaning Ogoni land up. Meanwhile, the people are finding a way to survive.
And this
Meanwhile,
the
the
same thing is
federal
what we're
government.
using for governors to. That's what the body is using to construct stupid roads. The same money, because you cannot blame oh God, I don't understand this, man. Is it the question I ask is, do we have activists in the country? It's their job not to actually take the federal government to court, even international court, for depriving these people of their homeland. You understand? There is no law that allow the federal government of Nigeria to oppress a particular set of people. And that's what we call agitation. Well, you see, Malcolm
And
that is
like and like you said, we'll still see people coming out to defend Oberiri 1 years in office. Like the young man yesterday, they say that
Yesterday was
he has been able to commission a court project that has been abandoned for 10 years, and it's a shame, telling me
can
that
you
in one
imagine?
year.
Can you imagine?
no, the
So
young
that
man
is the
yesterday was
plan. That is
doing
the
great
plan of
for
a
his
young
people.
man like Oboriwori for his children. The question I'm going to ask him is, Oboriwori, are you not investing something down for your children? That is the only question I have for him. Oh.
But you
Because
know
if
that
you are
a
not
lot of people
evil,
that say he has been working, that he has been doing a lot for.
really, let's
No,
Yes.
no,
start
no.
from him.
He said that even people feel that he's not working. He has done a lot of road projects, and the court project he just commissioned 2 days ago is a massive project, and that is why I'm a little bit confused. A court project that started 10 years ago. You are giving, you are clapping for Gorewori for that, and that is now his achievement for a
But
period
using
of
that,
1 year.
yes, it's
Then
princess. So the question is, you don't ask the question. You should have asked him one question. Where did the Oboriwori get that money? So because when we don't ask the big question, please, you journalists, next time when you meet that person, the first question you ask him is, Oga, we know Oboriwori spend that money on this one, he has done well. But where did Oboriwori get the money? And then you now ask him, you as a father, don't you think you are planting something so that when you even go, your children will inherit? The Bible said it all. That it is good for us to plant something down for our children. The things we are enjoying in the United Kingdom today were not built by us. Oh. The house I'm staying now was built how many years ago? Come and look at the house. It's still there for us to use. The question I ask you people in Nigeria is, what are you people building for the next generation, economic wise? You know what's surprising me, Princess? We're talking every day. Every day when I talk to Nigerians, what I hear is, so we want to stay police, we want to restructure the country. They don't understand what is restructuring. Until we restructure
I mean, it's not
our
like they don't
mentality,
understand what is restructuring.
they
They don't
don't.
care. They don't
Yes.
care. You understand, to do anything. It's not like they don't understand. Surely they understand. But
And
if they
my
say,
problem is this. And my problem is this. Do you know that even with the allocations they get,
Mm.
let's assume, okay, they are road masters, they are, reconstruction masters, they don't do
Yes,
anything
exactly.
new or valuable. But
Yes.
what is it that even this thing they will do now, they will not complete it? Now we saw a news where Henry Mara, that's the chairman of the Kaduna State House of Assembly, and had her committee have been are now calling out Erufai for probing. They allege that Erufai's government left 60% of projects abandoned despite full funding. Now, these
Okay.
are some of the issues. Where did that money go to?
Princess, so Princess, do you
60%.
hear what? Princess, do you know what is interesting? And I want to listen to you all today. All I'm going to hear is what Erufai spent money on. Never. And you're going to hear what Erufai, how much Erufai made. You see, Princess, what a generation we have. I know this is quite challenging, you understand? But what is rocking my heart here now is Erufai, sir. I heard you did this, you did that, you did that. With which money? So your own is to come and be a waste. You see, all Nigerian government has been what? A waste to a generation. And that's my concern. And I'm here to preach it today that
My,
they
my,
are
pro- my
waste.
problem is that go ahead, sir. But Mary, I want you after that, Chris. I want you to tell us. And apart from the Ray movement or transit in Abuja that Wiki has actually done as a major project, what else has Wiki done?
everything is incomplete job now. He was actually working on the Apple Road. Apple Road is too tight. But the thing is, he has not completed the project. They just left it halfway. But at first, he started working on it. But since then, they've not done anything that's been
Apart
approved.
from the road project, what is it? What else can we say Wiki has done?
It's the same. The thing is, he was applying the same system he was using in Port Harcourt. That was what he brought in. Actually, he came and started driving every road sellers I doesn't want to see road
No,
sellers.
that is not what we should be
You
counting
see,
here, Mary.
princess, so that
That
is
is
that's what
no,
a
no.
counselor
Normally,
would do.
I've been in Abuja for over 10 years, and normally traders are not supposed to be on the road, on the highway, on the street as
But they
well.
are
So
back
let's
now. They are
no,
back.
no,
That's
no.
what I'm
Let's
trying to
get
say.
that one. That one should not be a job for Wike. That one should even be a work for the AMAC local government to
Thank you,
do
After
that.
princess.
then,
Wike is the
after then they
minister.
stopped, right? Those people they are still back. The road sellers are still back. Now what they do mostly is to go into those markets like Wuse, Banex, and also they want to break this part. And if it's like a downstairs building, they have to say they want to make it upstairs to make it look more beautiful. But any other special thing, I can't really tell that this is what I've seen him doing. It's just incomplete projects that he has been doing so far.
Anyway, the federal government, the president rather, Tinubu did say is not is as of yesterday applauded the minister that Wike is one of the best in his cabinet. Wike is one of the best ministers for what job well done. And of course, even though people did say he should not appoint Wike, he said that on a live video. People said he should not appoint Wike. Wike is this, Wike is that. But now he's happy. Wike is actually delivering. And that is why I thought of throwing that question.
The question is, I'm going to sorry, princess. I know I'm going to come back to where I'm thinking from. And when the people think like me a little, maybe we can begin to see what I'm talking about. The question is, where is the money Wike is throwing around? Where is it coming from? It's allocation. You see, princess, the funniest thing is, how can we all only depend on oil? And even the little ones we can make. Do you know? Wait a minute, princess. Do you know what Nollywood brought to Nigeria? They brought pride, they brought money. Do you know what our musicians have brought to Nigeria? They brought pride. In fact, Burna Boy performing on the international stage, sometimes I'm confused. Whiskey came here, he closed the Tottenham Stadium, and I was shaking. What are you talking about? So there is another way, and we are talking of some billions. Imagine the amount of young people we have. Instead, now you're going to blame the young people. The federal government in Nigeria can say, "Oh, they do Yahoo." Who are you no more Yahoo than them? You that is raping them. And I'm sorry, princess, this really hot. The question is, how have we been able to even look at how this entertainment sector can bring good things to Nigeria? Let me quote this. Hollywood, which is California, is the highest economy in the United States. Hollywood generates 1/4 of the highest economy in the world. Let me quote it. Movies alone, no. The money that Hollywood makes from movie is 1/4 of American economy, which is the largest economy in this world. Now, we are lucky to have an industry like that growing in Africa. People are beginning to like us. We begin to have stars. Do you know that the federal government don't even know how they are working? They don't know how they are coping because they are so focused on oil. And that hurts me. Please, that's another thing. And I can talk to them. And I do why I can talk because I'm talking from point of authority. Those of us in the diaspora, we contribute 25% of the Nigerian GDP. Money when we they send home. Now our money. Nigerian government no work and we they send at home. That is part of that's why the dollar is where it is if we don't die. You understand? But guess what? They are not even making an interest to say, okay, this set of people we have abroad that have this knowledge, that have this contact, that have this money. How do we even attract them? How do we make them contribute? How do we encourage them to be part of this? They don't think. Instead, they are happy to say that our young people are in the sea. Some are dying, they will continue to come through the sea. Because they can see us. Now they see that the Christian television today is better abroad. It's going to try and come. You can't blame the child. But they can't go what we're going through. See, the question I ask is, you see, I'm not blaming anybody. My question is, how is the federal government even thinking outside the box of that oil? That oil went on rob us. So where we are now, if there's no oil, princess, that country will be at war today. If there's no oil, if there's no market for oil, Nigeria will go to war. The only thing that is holding us together is oil. And if you watch the whole Nigerian
And
state,
just maybe, I know, I'm going to say this regardless. Just maybe, people have been clamoring for, their own states. People wants to break off because we feel like a set of people are feeling that they are being treated unjustly, and of course, since they cannot be carried along, they want to break out.
Let
And
me tell you what
definitely,
is.
that is why the federal
Yes,
government will never allow that. The
princess.
fact that these people, a major, we are our resources, everything is get as one side. So if we let them go, that means they will lose it totally, even though they
No,
will
look
not
at
lose
the
that
drama,
because they have.
princess. Let me tell you the drama. The Biafra. This is what is going on. When they draw the map of Biafra, you know what they did? That Biafra map include the whole of Niger or South South. So they draw the map of the east. Mary now na draw am. Una go include us. Those of us in the wait now. Those of us in Niger Delta, they say will be Biafra. Let me finish. Oh, now the Yorubas, Oduduwa was said they are fighting for or Oduduwa. When they draw their map, you see what they do. They go there and they include Niger Delta in their map. The only people I've not seen the map of anyway, Arewa said they own, so as long as they use one geography to describe it, that as long as they own that land to this place, now they own down to the riverside. So they own us. So can you imagine? All they are fighting for is they know there's oil somewhere. Okay, there. Say, I mean something. That is, you know what they're looking for? Oil. None of them can think outside. Even those people agitated that they want to break, they break it with oil. Oh. Where will the East go without oil? No, break River Niger. Go now. Or tell them Yoruba man make it go. We go there, our own. You see, the people that are supposed to make money, they make trouble. They are not even making trouble because we don't have power. You understand? The bulk of this money is coming from a small region in the Nigeria, South South. And we are quiet. We are watching you people raping us. And that's what I'm telling them today. They're raping us.
I'm
We
telling you
always
that
share with
that the
you.
water these people are drinking, these oil producing communities, the water is polluted, the land is polluted. They cannot, even the fishes in the river are dying. This is something I've seen with my eyes. If you go there, the water is oily. This is a flowing river. For you to see the damage, the extent at which they have destroyed the land. And
Princess,
these
you know
people
the
are
funniest thing?
abandoned. Their
Princess,
community, even the school, their communities, no school. Their children do not go to school. And then sometimes when youths are agitating, you don't know why they're agitating. You think they are crazy. They are not actually crazy. So these are some of the issues. When
yes,
people, a set of people will continue to make from them, at some
yes,
point they will have to react.
they will. In fact, you see, we use it a self-fulfilling prophecy. Anarchy will remain a self-fulfilling because you cannot provide, and this is the painful part, princess. The mineral deposit in Zafara state, the amount of platinum in Zafara, gold in Zafara, which is now one of the poorest states in the country. And with already Niger, thank God we've been focusing on Niger State. Niger State, Holland does not have oil. Oh. Holland, the Netherlands, they don't have oil. But they are feeding from agricultural export. They make 20 billion. Their land not be rich Niger State. And all of us now, most of your governors, that young governor, when they do guy, you don't get how many wives. So I'm sure say they on top of one of our daughter now as we they talk, the office. That idiot. If he knows that they say Niger State, Niger State get better land than Holland. That we can actually choose to produce that. You know what we will do, princess? Holland have a comparative advantage. They get technology, Abi. We in Niger State, we can begin to produce organic products, organic food. Princess, when you come to the shop one day, ask for organic groundnut. You could know the difference between organic groundnut and the other ones they sell. Let me put it this way: go to Waitrose to go and buy food. You will see the difference between Waitrose and what you buy in Tesco and in Asda. Quote me, I'm talking in the United Kingdom. You will see the difference. Because it's more expensive there. Because you know what? The product there are mostly organic. See, princess, what a generation we
The
have.
problem, the problem is that our I'm very happy that in as much as we're clamoring for local government autonomy, I just want them to have it. Let's even know how they will use that power because they are the grassroots. Look at only
Princess,
Kaduna now. Yesterday, since yesterday, Kaduna State has been trending. Erufai has been trending. If you see the whopping amount Erufai is owing or looted, according to the lawmakers now, you will be shocked. And you
The
will
same
begin
way
to
with our
wonder
mama.
if one man, the children, the grandchildren can actually finish that money. So what is the essence of this looting? That is what you begin to ask yourself. Is there need
Let,
for it?
let's take a look at the papers. Let's take a look at the paper because this is sad. So that they won't say because anytime I'm here, I always deviate, I always take you guys from your routine. So I want Princess to run the show because sometimes I get so carried away. You know, Princess, the local government we're talking about now, eh? The local government we're talking about. Until the local government are made to know or made to realize that it's not about federal government allocation and spending it. Oh. See, Princess is the same story. They're not going to be different. If you put the money into the local government, they're still going to just construct roads. They will not know that they need to plant something down. Oh my God, come to my local, come, you're not in London. Don't worry. Go to any borough here. You see how much the borough is making. A borough is like a local government in Nigeria. Go and see how much they make. In fact, they are the one that if you cannot do certain things and your borough cannot take care of you, for where? I'm talking of the local government here. Oh. That is because they are productive. They are not waiting for money to come from the UK central government. Princess, what is wrong with us? And these are the things until we understand this, there will be no tomorrow for our children. It's not even about us. Let's take a look at the papers, please, young ladies. I'm sorry. I know most of them won't want to hear what I talk about on this show.
Okay, we start with the punch. And the big story on the punch says minimum wage. Finance minister submits templates to Tinubu today. And the rather say, tripartite community awaits templates to resume negotiation 2 p.m. on Thursday. And that story is on page 2 of the Punch newspaper. And here we have a story that says Tinubu may suspend import duties on food and drugs. And that story is on page 2 of the Punch newspaper.
You see the good government we have.
Senate
You see,
okay 60 million naira salary for CJN, Supreme Court Justice. And that's on page 29 of the Punch newspaper. And here there's another story that says Heritage Bank, NDIC goes after 700 billion naira loan defaulters, lists 2.3 million depositors, and that's on page 19 of the Punch newspaper. Here we have another story that says 423 billion naira thefts, every 5 kicks, Escalona Assembly orders scrub, and that story is on page 7 of the Punch newspaper. Here we have another story that says custom intercepts 3.9 billion naira pangolin scales in Kebbi, and that story is on page 4 of the Punch newspaper. Here we have another story that says $413,000 bribery, Ganduje to get charges through newspapers, and that story is on page 3 of the Punch newspaper. And here we have a story that says 25 suspected killers of Oyo Varsity students arraigned. And that story is on page 5 of the Punch newspaper. Here we have a story that says crude supply shortage. Foreign investors may dump 20 modular refineries. And you can find that story on page 19 of the Punch newspaper. These are all the stories we have this morning on the Punch.
When
Princess,
Tinubu decide to suspend import duties on food and drugs,
I'm
wait,
so
oh,
shocked to see that.
we can never be productive. These are the issues we talk
you
about.
see, you see, Princess, you see, every time I talk about it, I call it toffee ideology. Toffee, you know what you call toffee? I use the word a lot. Goody goody, when I don't mean goody goody. Well, okay, Princess, you see, ice cream ideology. That's the only way I can explain it. Ice cream ideology. You know, ice cream.
You want to stop the import of food and drugs.
Uh,
When we already
there's-
saw in this country. Ha. Oh,
so we can import food. You see, a country like Nigeria can start to import food, and that is the plan we have for our children to start importing food, not to produce food. Tinubu could not declare war. on production of food is disturbing,
And
is
even
discouraging.
this food they are even importing, you don't know exactly what these food are. You don't know how they were planted, what actually how they were it's even risky talking about the health implication now. And
Of your
then
people. Good, thank you, Princess. The health implication of buying what is your parents. Take go buy garri from another place when they don't know. Your man go dey fear. You don't know how they taste fry that garri, whether garri good for the children. Tinubu
as
could not
far
declare
as for
war
as
on how
yes,
on the
as far as
production of
ordinary food we cannot produce. This is how bad it has the state is now. Or as ordinary food that Niger can actually produce. Niger has a
can feed the
vast land.
whole of Africa, Princess. Niger State alone can feed the whole of Africa. If everybody will rush into Niger now, if it's a
But
country
all this, but the fact that Niger stopped producing a whole lot of food like before, because when Niger was producing food, yam, rice, at least all these things were cheaper.
then a
But
mosquito
but
Niger,
the
population.
Mary, Niger has never produced to that extent. If we are talking about production, we should be calling Benue.
Yes.
Benue that has
And they
always,
were never
been
I
encouraged,
producing
Princess.
I don't know,
rice.
but maybe because of where I grew up, I know of Niger rice. Normally, the normal Hausa language, we used to call it Gwari rice, which is a local rice. I know they have rice. I know they have yam. That is the two things I can actually attest for. Because even the tomatoes that they even have, I know sometimes they import they do import tomatoes from Jigawa State to Niger. From Jigawa State, they take this tomato to Plateau State as well. But if it's rice and yam, I can attest to that. And the thing is, they actually stopped because of this insecurity issue. So even if it's that one, I feel like the federal government, they should even talk about the insecurity issue, because they're even scared of going to the farm. If they cannot actually go to the farm, there's no way we
I'm
will tell them
actually
to have.
happy we're talking about food, because Mary, I was supposed to ask you, how's the food situation today in
Yes.
Nigeria, because there's a report already from the UN that say we're going to be having food crisis in no time, and it will be very difficult for people to now survive in Nigeria, eating.
It's
And then I was
already
supposed to ask you about that today.
it's already difficult. We are talking about minimum wage, forgetting the fact that this minimum wage is not everybody that will benefit from it. What about those that are not working in the government sector? We are supposed to talk about them reducing the price of things, because we know we Nigerians, we actually wicked to ourselves. If they even try to say, okay, they want to even increase this minimum wage, before you know, marketers will start increasing even the price of food. Already we are complaining that the price of foodstuffs are high, and they will not take advantage of it and start increasing it. So why not let them talk about price policy of all our foods in the market? Like, they need to actually talk about it. Right now it's difficult. The tomato, you cannot even access it. Rice, you cannot even access. You can see that even
You know,
as even a local rice that you cannot boast of is still around 2,000 something. A local rice that on a normal, you have no business with it. You'll be begging for 2,000 something to get a local rice, but just a mudu, not paying to a mudu. So it is that bad. Like, they are saying Nigeria will face crisis soon. To me, we started facing it, because they are not even doing anything to help. It is getting worse every day. You cannot even price yam. That one is another level. You cannot even go close to yam at all. So me, I don't know. They should just do something about it.
Mary, also, let's not forget that the organized labor, will be meeting with the private sector today to discuss about their own wages today. That is one of the artillery of the organized labor today. I need to say that here for people to know. So I think labor also have in mind that they are not leaving the private sector behind. Of course, they will still have to be the piece of private sector. So they will come at a benchmark at the end of the day. Apart from the government workers, I think the private sector also, we have a standard minimum wage, Mary.
Princess, so I want to
Okay, we
ask you
hope so.
people one thing. I want to ask this. Sorry, but this is very important to me. And sometimes we misplace this argument, or this even what labor is saying. Okay, how do you bring price of goods down? Now there are two school of thought here. Tinubu has started one, reduce import duties. All right, and those Nigerians who produce food and were selling to other countries, they call them saboteurs. That's the right language. It's what the vice president language I'm using. You understand? Can you imagine? So if you want to bring price of goods down, eh, all you do in the UK here, what they will do is, if the food is a lot, the government will buy them to control the price, And when they shortage the food, the government will begin to release them. I was saying the last time that maybe Nigeria don't even have a food bank. So if we go to war today, the country will be dead the next day. So we eat everything we produce, or anything that cannot. That is how that. In fact, we are sitting. That is the keg. That is the war that is ahead of us. It's not this thing, princess. The question is, how can our government not be thinking that the best way to reduce price is for them to produce a lot of food, so the price will go down. Maybe the price of goods will not go down by government just releasing the import duties.
Like you see
What people
Nigeria,
is doing now.
it has been like that over the years. It's difficult for them to control the price of things. Once it's up, we always have that belief that once something is up here in Nigeria, price of something is always like that. And that belief is
And
bad.
then,
Like we are always adapting to it. It's that bad. Like all the time when they take things high, they don't bring it down. Even since the price of Indomie went high, they were like, that Indomie company, they said they want to start reducing the price. But what about when you go to the shop? When you go to the supermarket, it's still high. They will not do anything about it. And it's really bad for us in this country.
anyway, I think also that maybe lifting import duties on food would be a way of price control. But I think as a government, what he's supposed to do is first of all look at insecurity, because farmers are not telling you that they pay bandits before they can harvest.
Yes.
They pay kidnappers
They
before they
pay
can
their
even
dues
load
to the
their
to
goods.
ban. No, if the federal government doesn't know how to collect tax, why would bandits collect taxes? If the federal government is not collecting tax, bandits are collecting taxes. That is a state where if the federal government can't give you security, bandits are giving you security. Is that not
Look
what the
at
case is?
Benue. Like I said the other time, I went to buy food stuff for my kid sister, and anywhere I go to, oh, where is Benue? And we don't have, this is Niger, but it's not as sweet as Benue, but at least it's very sweet as well. And this shows that the things were missing. Now, when you go to Benue State today, you will not see even the people there are not able to feed. People are actually taking relief materials to them. That is Benue. Benue of all places where
Normally,
food.
if you enter modern markets, Benue State, if you see the kind of foodstuffs there, because I've been there before, like they have a lot of foodstuff. It was that cheap. It was that easy to access. But I think my auntie was telling me that right now it's difficult. If you want to enter modern market, not everybody that can even buy this foodstuff I even sell, because it's difficult for you to even get them.
No,
Why?
the problem now is that people are not, even the Benue people are now going to other community, other state to bring food to sell, so that people there will not die of hunger. Now that increase until the government decides to do what is right, because security of lives and property actually, this is the duty of a government, right? This is the duty of a government. We are not going to sugarcoat it. It's the duty of
No,
the
and
government. So
the thing, yes, no, they say it, and then our government is not even saying it. That the primary duty of government is protection of lives and property, and that is it. In science, it's not rocket science, so it's not even a new thing. That the everywhere in the world, when they say what is the aim of government, if you study it anywhere it is written, Google it. The primary duty of a government is protection of lives and properties. Unfortunately, Nigerian government does not have that in their DNA. Our governors does not understand that. Yeah, you see, the question I wanted to ask you guys, I know I don't like the governors, and I'm going to ask this again. Do you guys really think our governors deserve state police?
And because I
Are we
can't hear
ready?
you. Your voice,
Are we
your
ready
voice.
for state policing? Are we ready for state police in that country?
I think it would be a better time for state policing, because if you ask me, uh, you know, the federal should take care of itself. Let the states, let's look down. Maybe with that we'll be able to, that's if we know, if we do not have the control of our governors over these people influencing them. But I think our state police, like the other day we saw the Amatekun launch. My own is that I want local vigilantes to be part of the state police. Let's not leave it for only our only security agencies, because one thing about local vigilantes is that they know the bushes, they know the people, they know who is who. I say this because I've been in a community in Ugeli then where the Bakassi, after the then Bakassi in Onitsha, that Onitsha was becoming unbecoming, where people who goes to Onitsha market, they even use voodoo to touch you, your money is gone. You won't know how your money left your body. And at
Even
some
the
point,
bank.
even the state on its own felt this is something that will destroy us because this Onitsha market is a home for us. You know the tax people pay on daily basis there for the state. And so they had to come out with this Bakassi policy, which actually did died that, uprising way, stealing. And up till now, even though it's still happening, it's no longer then where now people go to the market with their money, they buy and they go home. And then also we saw in Delta State in Ugeli where the king of Ugeli actually decided the rate of robbery, stealing of people's vehicles, they had to go and bring Bakassi as well. And now these were local vigilantes. And then the fear of hearing the name alone make people to comport themselves. And then the locatives we have, they had to relocate from the community. They relocate very far. These are some of the things. So when we know who is entering, who is leaving, who is this new person, it will help. Look at is it Amatekun? They
Yes.
now launch, they even have new vehicles. They have launched Operation Safe Ground for Ondo, because they know that if they don't protect themselves, these bandits will still come and kill them all. Because most of them are actually farmers.
Princess,
You
oh,
know,
Princess, sorry, I'm going to ask you this question now. You just mentioned something, so maybe this way to drive the topic home. You mentioned Amatako. Are they funded by the federal government?
they are funded by the state government.
Thank you. Now, I'm going to bring you back to your state. Oboriwo recollect how much as security vote. If he knows, if he cares, that we're not going to give him state police, what has he done to even secure the life of his people? With the
And
small
funny,
money,
and
he's
funny enough,
not.
the Amatekun, they are also funded by individuals because they felt like, okay, since the place is becoming safe for us, let's contribute our quarters as well. So they are
Princess,
now
I always say it. If Oboriwo come up with a good plan, we will fund him. He doesn't need to look for money. The problem is leadership. We didn't say that they should look for the money. If a governor will come up with a good plan, the ordinary people will fund it. You know how much all of us want security. We want to be secured. You understand? If we can go to bed sleeping well, we will contribute money towards security of the state. Task us specifically for security. Name it. That with this money, we'll go to our bed and we'll sleep well. Everybody will contribute. The truth is we lack leadership, and it's not state police that is going to solve it, unfortunately. And my worry is, what the governors have done so far is every power given to them, they've abused it. Look at it now. We are talking of how to take. They didn't even give the local government to. We are fighting now to take it from them. When we give the state police, how are we going to take it back from them? Because they've abused every little thing. I say, now people are angry. Are taking what is man talking about? Go to your state. Who is your governor? If it's APC, look at all the local government chairman, they will be APC. Delta State, look at the PDP. All the local government chairman will be PDP.
But that's the truth. That's how they run it. Even though you will not imagine as the local
They
government.
are oppressors. The
So
governors
you
are
have to be
oppressors.
doing, you have to be obeying what the state governor is saying. And
See,
that's the
and
exact
this
thing
the
they
same
are
person
saying.
want to give police. This same person want to give police to. Man, can we give this kind of people police? That was my question.
They will still control even that police. This state policing will not even solve anything.
They will use it to solve. They will use it to oppress people, Mary. They will
I know
use
that
the
once
state
they have
police to
state
oppress
police, they
people.
will have to collect huge amount of money for security, right? For the state police. Is it not the one they actually have to allocate to them? Because they will still gain from it. These state
No,
governors they are dealing with us.
yes, Edo State Governor, give him some credit. He has gone out of his way and made up and set up Edo Vigilante, which has been effective to some extent. Yeah, Delta State, where they were, look at the communal crisis now. It's because if they were to be state vigilante, this thing wouldn't be happening in Okoma and the other community. They would have been able, it would be the security interfering, not the local community killing themselves. This is what you get. So what we are saying here is if Oboriwori, but Oboriwori wait for the federal government to start state vigilante. Do you have state vigilante in your state, Princess?
We don't have right now.
The state don't have problem with it's not Okowa's problem. It was looting money to go and run for president.
And that is
Oboriwori
where
is
you
there
see
for the
that
new
in fact,
agenda.
And that is why you see that a part of Delta now we're seeing the issue of I think Gaily, the community has to come up on their own. They bought some siennas for local people,
Yes,
the indigenous youths, which they call them the hunters. Is written
on the
on
vehicle.
their vehicle, branded hunters, where they go into the bushes around all around the communities, and if they see a strange face, of course, or
Yeah.
kidnappers or bandits, they bring you out. What are you doing here? That they send you, or
Totally.
whatever they want to do with you. And so I think that is what the communities now, like we said before, we are not taking our secure. We are not watching out for ourselves, because
Exactly.
if you decide to wait for the government,
There's
of
no
course,
government. The only government we have is the one that went to collect money from oil and spend it. There's no government. So we're protecting ourselves, princess. That's the language. Let's go on a break. When we come back, we're going to take a look at the other papers. Don't go away. I know you guys will not like this, but those of us that have ears, let them hear. That's what the Bible says.
Ooh la la! The second edition of the Nigerian Week London 2024 is here. It's another blend of art and culture, entertainment, business, and networking activities. A week-long extravaganza showcasing the best of Nigerian music, dance, craft, fashion, and businesses. Taking place at the prestigious Lighthouse Theatre, 262-274 Camberwell Road, London, SE5. OAY. Date 22nd to 28 July 2024. Tickets are available at eventbrite.com. For partnership and sponsorship, please visit superiorradioandtelevision.com or call +4407 459 513 619 or +4420 3623 8755. Email info@superiorradioandtelevision.com or visit our website www.superiorradioandtelevision.com/Nigerian Week 2024. Come and experience a nation's culture that resides in the heart and in the soul of its people.
All right, welcome back, guys. Welcome back. We're still on the newspaper review. Daddy Chris is here from London, Mary in Abuja, and Princess in another part of London. This is how we do it. We take a look at what is happening. Today, we always want to examine the state of the nation, what is going on. These are very important issues. See, from one thing you go to the other. That's what we do. We divide, we talk about it sincerely. If it is true that the federal government of Nigeria can say today, like Tinubu just said now, you heard it on Dennis, let us cut down on the import duties so we can bring in more rice. Tinubu could not use his own sense to say, let us produce more rice. What does it take to produce rice? 6 months, we'll have enough rice in the country. We'll be crying for food for some months now. Our federal government could not declare war on production. All they could tell us is, let us put down the price. That is like that thing, that ice cream. I use in Eastern. If you are my age, if you don't reach 50 something, if you eat ice cream all the time, you know what will happen to you. It's not good for you again. I remember I was drinking Coca-Cola like that, Pepsi, in my food. You make a try and now I go piece the daybreak. You see, you know why? Because it's not good for you. Now that they tell us we eat bitter leaf. Anybody, they tell us, maybe they laugh. We never reach my age. They eat bitter leaf because bitter leaf is better for you than sugar. Oh. That's why our parents, when my grandma they cook those days, you go come put bitter leaf for the banga soup. If you taste that, you don't come be like bitter leaf again.
So why did they not create the sugar or the sweet things that we take? Why did they make it? Is it that they made it to destroy us, or was it made to destroy us?
Very, they say make you shut up. The Abuja say make you shut up. Now what did they make up with that? Abuja people them the way of doing things. They will tell you they get power. Okay, let's put Mary down first. We'll have Mary back shortly. People, this is important. You understand? This is important, man. Sugar, toffee ideology, Tinubu. Why you know they eat sugar like that, Tinubu? See, Tinubu is giving us sugar. You don't want to eat sugar. You understand? Tinubu need to start eating sugar. Anyway, so that we know. Like we said, the people said, until Tinubu say, until you live with Tinubu, make we multiply that money when you say one pay minimum wage times 100, may they give to you, whether you fit survive with that. I mean, when I take time, There's evil in the land. Princess, let's take a look at the other papers. Mary will be right back shortly, and then we can take a look at the
Okay,
other.
we should go to. Uh, I really wanted to look at this picture here of the punch before we leave.
Okay.
Let's look at our customs. Yes, I want us to look at our customs very well.
It's dramatic.
These are set of people that are supposed to be making so much money for the country, like we have been saying since morning. And I know they are contributing their quotas, but I feel like they are not doing enough. And looking at this picture, I just want to. I don't know what to make of the Nigerian custom. But we know that apart from Nigerian custom, the immigration and some other sectors that are actually doing well and contributing to the nation. I really want our customs to do better. There are people who me personally, I like customs. I don't know for any reason. I rely on them so much. I really
Well,
want them to do better, and I love this picture I'm seeing here. I kind of like them, even though I feel like they are not doing so well.
the
That
part
is
I
why
don't
I
like
say,
is that they're making money from people. Like they're making a lot of money from people. That's the part I don't like about them.
and my problem is that custom needs to sanitize their house, their home, because the same car they will seize, for instance, that is not properly cleared was actually cleared through an office by custom officer as well. And that means, the bad eggs are in there. So the custom officers, the custom as a body needs to sanitize its home, needs to, fish out these ones. Remember then in Abuja where I interviewed the commander, road safety. And we're having issues of fake driver's licenses here and there. People were being arrested. Meanwhile, these same people actually got these fake licenses from the headquarters. So who is now these people involved in this? So I think this is something the Nigerian custom needs to check as well. In as much as we know that they are raising money for the government, or they are trying, I feel also that there's something in custom that needs total overhauling. Anyway, uh we move quickly to the next paper now.
All
So
right.
what are you taking?
Let's do the guy. Let's do the Vanguard. Vanguard has been the paper I begin to like. Come on. I don't know what they have today.
I'm beginning to like Vanguard.
Mhm.
The big story says federal government's failure to make fresh offer stores wage talks as Labour hit back at Akpabio over allegation of economic sabotage. Says real saboteurs are political elites looting, abusing power. Urges patriotic NAS members to disown Senate president. Nigerians need living wage, not minimum wage, coming from reps. Condemn Labour for shutting down national grid. And you can find the story on page 5 of the Vanguard newspaper. I will have a story at the top that says oil price drops below budget benchmark as output stagnates, and that story is on page 19. And here we have a story that says Edo Guba, why some politicians are angry with Obaseki. It's coming from Mappings. Igodalo's opponents running out of campaign ideas, and this coming from PDP chieftain, and that story is on page 7 of the Vanguard newspaper. And here we have another story that says Kaduna Assembly El-Rufai tango over alleged diversion of 423 billion naira. And you can find that story on page 8. Here we have another story that says Nigeria will witness positive change after sacrifice. This is coming from Shetima.
Babake.
Page 21 of the Vanguard newspaper. Here we have another story that says government plans 6.6 trillion naira supplementary budget to fast track economic growth. And the rider says to unbundle, commercialize TCN. ASAP recommends 20 executive orders to fast track economy. And that's on page 20 of the Vanguard newspaper. Here we have another story that says US lawmakers petition Biden says Binance executive wrongfully detained by Nigeria. Binance will face all due process on charges of severe financial crimes coming from federal government, and that's on page 4 and 9 of the Vanguard newspaper. And from the sport desk in the Vanguard, we have look who is here. Lukman Arriba excites Eagles, and that's on page 30 of the Vanguard newspaper. I think these are all the stories we have this morning on the Vanguard.
Just before we move to any story, business economy, Nigeria will witness positive change after sacrifice. That's coming from Shetima. I want to ask our dear Vice President, where are his kids right now?
He's
I
always
don't know.
defending. He's always defending. Shatima.
Are they part of the sacrifices? Are they in Nigeria now suffering with the masses, Are they not able to eat? Are they stranded somewhere? These people are actually very shameless. And I love the fact that Vanguard this day is becoming very fierce. Look at this look at the main headline. I like the writer that says as Labour hits back at Babio over allegation of economic sabotage, says the real saboteurs are political elites looting, abusing power.
This one you are
Thank
saying the
you.
mouth of the Chris.
Things are not happening. Before we go, before you guys jump to this, we're coming back to this headline. We're going to stay there for some minutes. What is happening in Kaduna State? Did El-Rufai lost the state to an opponent?
No, I think they have to be series of investigation. That is that probe they're talking about.
No, I'm trying to know whether El-Rufai man won. Because what they do is they always put their man there. Because for them to probe El-Rufai, meaning El-Rufai man did not win that governorship.
Maybe.
Yes. Because if, like now, have you seen Reto? El-Rufai not thief money when he reached the one when Yahya Bello still. Yeah, Yahya Bello is hiding under his governor. Abi?
Yes.
So how long is Yahya Bello going to remain a fugitive in his own land? That is something we will see. But that is interesting. But the only reason, you see why this is interesting? The only reason we are hearing from the news now that what is wrong in Kaduna is because there is no selectocracy in Kaduna right now.
No, no, don't be surprised. We also saw Fubara and Wike. This is not a bad party. Even though it's a bad party to an extent, we saw Fubara and Wike. Wike single-handedly put Fubara there. But
Yeah,
now
but they
it's
are fighting.
happening.
That's why. Now that they are fighting, if they
No,
were
no,
not
no.
fighting, Fubara would be defending Wike. Princess, if
Yes,
no fight, Fubara will be defending him. Yes, go on.
the thing is that the RFI, we know that right now the current governor is from APC as well, and we know that RFI has always been somebody that is a very stubborn person like Wiki as well.
Yes, he is. He is.
Apparently something might have happened, but that
Yes,
that news actually that news actually was all over yesterday. The amount at which they are accusing him, the lawmakers are accusing him of looting, of stealing, because most of these projects that were actually funded to the full 60% of them were not done. And so now looking back into these projects, we'll find out that they were fully paid, not half payment, fully paid by Aerofight's government, but these projects were never done. They are not even visible. And now that means there was somebody back somewhere just bringing proposals, taking the money somewhere. And of course, this will not happen without, the governor being aware. And that is why they are not telling him that he is actually responsible, even though he has replied saying that they are just political, gimmicks. But I don't want to
yes.
believe that. It can never be a political gimmicks. When you see two people from the same party fighting, know that there's more to it.
They have internal fight. They have their own internal argument. And they should bring it out. I always said it. When they are fighting like this, princess, it's always in the interest of the common man. What's happening in River State now is in the interest of the common. Had there been no fight between Wike and Fubara, listen, that state they'll continue to bury it. Now Fubara will try to impress us. Wike will try to impress us. This
But
is
I mean,
good.
have you noticed that every time we can always have somebody is fighting? Before it was Amechi was fighting. Every time you see him, Amechi having issue. There's never been a time I will say, okay, he's free. There's nobody he's actually having trouble with. It's not possible. He's always fighting one person. Even if it's not Fubara now, there would have been another person that he would have been fighting. I don't know if maybe that.
Wike always have a fight. And the man not the close. He say, like Princess said, you can't.
I don't know if that's the kind of thing he enjoys. It's like he's ready to always have somebody he's fighting, and he never gets tired. Because I know, even with this issue he's having with Fubara, you will not get tired. I know you might want to see the end of this thing. And most times, you always want to come out as the winner of whatever challenge or whatever issue he's having. We can always have people he's fighting.
Yes, thank you, baby. Going back to this.
And yes, we're talking about now. The lawmaker did accuse him that in 8 years of his reign, he single-handedly took $758 million. If you go to Kaduna, over 60% of these projects have not been done, some abandoned. And now also there's allegation here also saying that we're talking about El-Rufai now of Kaduna State, that 423 billion naira were monies taken from the purse of the government without any activity attached to it. The Commissioner of Finance and Accountant General withdrew 30 billion naira, and they made another withdrawal of 1.4 trillion from the state government's account without anything to it. Okay, this money is for this, no trace. The only trace is the withdrawal trace now. So where
exactly. That's our destiny, man. Unfortunately, that's our destiny. Our government just go there and withdraw. You see, Princess, the only reason you're hearing this is because, Princess, it's because there's a fight. So maybe we should not encourage a fight between the governor. That's why they should allow our votes to count, so that the governor don't begin to plant who they want there, so that we can know their real secret. You see, even those days when the British police were looking for a body, Oduawa government was saying that our money were not missing. Now, if you go to where the Kogi State now, they will tell you their money is not missing. They tell you say our money they lost. Now your money. That's the question whether they ask us. That's what they do. Princess, can you imagine? So if we're going to have a solution to this problem, our vote needs to count. And
I really like the fact that they are fighting, because since he came into power, he has been quiet. So definitely he knows that for him to be for the House or the governor to start calling out El-Rufai means that, of course, they have internal issues. We want more calling out, we want more fighting, and thank God that this is actually act. There's no way they can take it back. It's already in the open. So El-Rufai should come out and
Princess, so I can't wait. I can't wait to see Oboriwori and Okowa fight. In fact, if I get juju, I go do am now, make Oboriwori and Okowa fight. You will see secrets that the whole Delta State will cry. How Okowa use our money to run for presidency before don't see am. Well, Okowa, how much were you earning that you were able to run for president? For vice? Do you understand? How much was your money earning?
Only to buy the ticket of presidency. That one is not a small money. Only to buy the ticket.
That's why Atiko hold on. See, Atiko guesses so. You know what these guys do? They go and take one of them. In those days, no, Princess, listen, Delta State is suffering. When Obasanjo was leaving, Ibori was in power. Ibori used our money to plant Yaradua in presidency. That was our money. We spent the money for that campaign. Now, the only one went not there ambitious, maybe Oduan. Though Oduan was hoping he's going to be a minister. And later, he won't go to Senate. A governor, Oduan has served. Oduan was a commissioner for 8 years. He was a governor, for 8 years. He was a governor for 8 years. There are 16 years. We not see what Oduan do. Oduan wanted to be senator.
Anyway, There are other stories here as well. Why some
The-
politicians are angry with Obaseki. That is coming from Mounties. Well, we do not. Edo is another hub right now. I do hope one of these days I'm going to bring an analyst from Edo State so that we see
yes.
what's actually
What
happening
is
with
going on
their
there? Yeah.
upcoming
Mm.
election. And
Mm.
also, U.S. lawmakers petitions Biden says Benas
Yeah, so but you know what's one so surprising thing? All the time you bring people here, they never say anything wrong with Obaseki. I've tried. I've tried to bend them. Ah, our government is doing well. Obaseki is doing well. I say an investment banker doing well like this. We have a problem. Please, please, I beg, carry go, carry go, carry go.
And then a story here that says U.S. lawmakers petition Biden over Binance executive wrongfully detained by Nigeria. And now Nigeria also is saying that he's going to face due charges.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this shows something. I don't want to know what the man did. Of course, maybe he's guilty or not until proven guilty. But this shows something. You can see that one person that is being held, lawmakers are now petitioning their president.
Yes.
That is a working system.
Yes.
You will see when Nigerians are somewhere dying, something happen, Nigerian government will not care. Of course, they
No,
cannot even care for the ones at home close to them, let alone the
Princess,
one.
so Akpabio became Senate president. Don't you know we have problem? The
There's
only time we
problem.
have a house was when Saraki was the speaker, was the Senate
Yeah,
president.
we actually like the back and forth with the judiciary and the
Exactly.
executive, throwing
It
tantrums,
was good.
fighting.
It was good because
They
that
were
means that
actually
anything you
active.
throw at us, we will not take it. We are
And
an
they were
independent
actually
arms of
active,
government.
knowing fully where active, knowing fully well that if we don't do this, the executive eyes will be on us, and if we don't do this, the judiciary eye will be the law what's it called,
Lawmakers
judiciary, of course.
will
Yes,
make they make new friends with us. That was it. And that is why we have different arms of government, the separation of power, the checks and balances. It does not exist with Akpabio and president. How can you expect with these two old men? What do you
it
expect?
can never exist. Akpabio, we all know Akpabio for who he is. He has looted so much from his state, and of course, he destroyed. He was part of the looters in PDP. And at the end of the day, we saw him coming to APC, and that was when Oshomole made that statement that the moment she comes, that was the same person APC wanted to try. APC wanted to crucify. APC wanted to start prosecuting for looting. And the
Yeah, that they
moment
said
he
to APC, don't
started,
worry, I will deliver my state for you. And they say, oh,
yes,
your sin
no,
is forgiven.
the moment he cross carpet to APC, Oshomole did say the moment you come to our party wholeheartedly, your sins are forgiven because they are God that
It's a
and they are
baptism.
pardon every sin.
It's a baptism. Redemption.
And
Hallelujah.
that is why I say I like the headlines on the Vanguard that says, Nigerians need living wage, not minimum wage. Reps condemn labor for shutting down national grid. It's only what is concerning them that they actually care about. The fact that the labor movement, the organized labor was able to cut water supply to all national assembly wherever they are, and cut national grid. I think this is something they don't want to forgive labor for. They will be seeing
There
that
is your
before this
headache.
on Monday.
It's a headache. It's your headache. They will learn to deal with it. And I'm happy Labour fight back. You are the problem, you in the National Assembly. Buying SUVs, you didn't want to buy the one from your own brother here. Do you know Simoto is not good enough? No, it's Toyota that is good enough. In fact, when I get problem. Like we cannot see now, you are not ashamed. Akpabi, as rich as you are, you could not even own MTN in Nigeria. You see, these are all foolish criminals. You know what I call foolish criminals? Because you're making this money, you're not even using it for the good of mankind. You understand? For the good of your own people. You go see now how many of them get houses abroad. Princess, I can bet you there is no lawmaker there that doesn't have a house abroad.
Anyway, we move quickly to. I want us to see some more paper before we wrap up the show because of time.
I
We
want
need
us
to.
to look at the sport, oh, Princess, because it's like Finidi go get
I
issues.
love Mary. I love this Vanguard Sport Desk. Look who is here. Look, man is has arrived, And
Yeah.
where's Osimhen, my guy, man? Where is he, Mary? Is he not coming?
We don't allow Osimhen not to come. Without Osimhen, we dey play. Have you not seen that he's the one that they
I
hype
I
in?
think
told I told you guys
Osimhen-
yesterday,
I think
Osimhen is the
Osimhen has
hit
injury
man. You
and
people
he's
are saying
forgiveness.
something else. Osimhen is the main
Does
man.
not come, we dey play. He's the only one they are hyping now. But they are forgetting
No,
that
no.
he's not just scoring the goal. It's people that are
Listen,
helping him.
Mary, you may not know the value of Osimhen. Osimhen takes
And
3 men out of the pitch. The fear of Osimhen is -3 for the opponent.
that if it's another Osimhen is just like Haaland, the goal machine. You know, Osimhen knows how to score goals very well. But
No,
why is it that we neglect the people that actually give him those passes?
no, we're not doing that. Osimhen
But
is
that's
a
not
hustler. If Osimhen want to play, in fact, Osimhen will you know, see, the thing that the person I'm looking for the Nigerian squad is Daniel Mokashi. We've not had one, and until we have one Daniel Mokashi, we're not going to win matches. We're not going to win competition. Unfortunately, this guy now, Lukman is not. It's not Daniel Mokashi. I'm looking for Daniel Mokashi. The only person who was doing that was Victor Moses. Victor Moses left, and now we have another Moses at the other end. You see, until you have a playmaker, you can't win a competition. Nigeria need a playmaker, and I'm asking, where is our playmaker? You understand? We have standing midfielder. That's fine. You see, Okocha was doing playmaking, but Okocha gambling was a little bit too much for us. That was why Okocha was complimented by Amokashi. That was the team we had. You understand? Okocha can dribble, but it wasn't Omokashi go hold the ball. That's why they call him the bull. You understand? You see, if you look at this in there, Ronaldinho was doing it for Brazil.
And if we start not signing new super good players, why are they not signing new ones? We are not seeing any new face. It's
You
these
see,
ones we know that will continue
what
playing.
we need is
No,
a
no,
number
no,
10.
but that is why we are happy that we have an indigenous coach. Just maybe Finidi is going to look within.
So whether we can get whether we have whether we can have another bull. You
Because
understand?
because
The guys
also
are there. They are there.
we have local clubs,
Yes, they
the
are there.
Pillars of Kano, the Ayimbas, the informal base of Warri. We have all that people, and we must have people, fierce players. And that is why we're urging Finidi as well as the Super Eagles coach to actually look within to see if they can bring in more new faces. In as much as we're expecting that Lookman is here, I'm very happy that Lookman is around. But I would be happier to see Osimhen, even though Mary doesn't feel that he is the main hit man. I feel like he's the hit man.
Yeah,
You know,
anyway,
yesterday,
there is
that
nobody like
is
Osimhen right now. It's not
yesterday on the show, Mary and our guest almost finished me here. Oh, well, I shouldn't say that. Osimhen is overhyped and all that. But I think he's the truth.
That's not true. That's not true. It's like saying that Daniel Mokache was overhyped. You know, what if you watch the game, man? Our game against the African Nations Cup, had Osimhen gotten somebody like the Bull to support him, Osimhen would have scored 50 goals. Quote me. You understand? He lacked the support. You see, everybody were behind. The coach was playing anyway. I don't know what was wrong with that coach. He was playing defense all through. It was a luck we used to score. It was only Osimhen running. But if you watch the team, you will not win a competition without Messi. You can't overhype Messi. You understand? You cannot overhype Ronaldinho. These are people that play number 10. They call them number 10.
I'm happy you talked about team now. So it means you know that they need team. It's a teamwork.
Of course. No, Mary, no story about that.
People will give Osimhen a good pass. At the end of the day, when he scores the goal, we'll only be hearing Osimhen's name. That is not how I judge my own football. What about
no, Mary, in the last game, Osimhen was not scoring goal. Even this goal scored by Lookman, there were some of them made by Osimhen.
Well, what was actually bringing out Osimhen's name is goal.
No, but Osimhen, Mary, we are celebrating Lookman. The people that make Lookman score those 2 goals was Osimhen and the other guy, Moses.
So why do you think they were against Alex Iwobi? All those times that they got to his page and they were insulting him. Why do you think they were insulting him?
I don't know. He's a standing midfielder and he does that all the time.
I was not giving a pass on the pitch. They just felt he was not making any impact because he was not scoring goal. So I feel like we need to change that mentality of thinking that people need to score goals to be a good player.
Mary,
What
Mary,
midfielder is doing is not the same thing as what striker is doing. They have their
you are
different
not,
ways
you
of
are,
playing. They cannot
Mary,
perform the same function.
Mary, I have qualified to be a coach. Oh. Mary, let me tell you this. Let me tell you. You know what the problem? I said it. The problem with the Nigerian squad, I know Mikel Obi will not like me. Was Mikel Obi? You know, anytime, whether Ronaldinho, whether na Chelsea teach him, anytime that man hold ball, he run back. He hold ball, he run back. We needed somebody with the confidence to play the Nigerian number 10. That is what we need. Of all these things now, I've not seen the number 10, unfortunately.
That's
And I'm
why I
saying
say
it
thank
today.
God that
Maybe
we
you
now
will
have,
not win the
we have a
competition
new
without number
coach.
10.
I just hope the new coach will do something because to
No,
me, if they still want to
Mary,
use that same team, I'm not seeing any change. They need to
Mary,
have
if we don't have a
good
number
players on
10,
top.
we're not going to win any competition. Until we have a number 10, a viable number 10. You know what? In fact, if you see who be number 10, you deserve the see am. You know who Maradona was? Maradona was number 10. You know who Ronaldinho was? Ronaldinho was number 10. Look
What
at
number
them.
is Osimhen, please? Is that
Look
it?
at Osimhen is number 9.
Why
So you
not
just
number
want to
10 then? Who
who
is
you see
number
my
No,
what
10?
we have about.
number 10 is not the one that scored the goals. And number 10 for Brazil was Ronaldinho. Was Ronaldo, not Ronaldinho. But Ronaldinho was the cause of all the goals. Messi was not the one scoring most of the goals because Messi was the cause of all the goals. See, these people are they are the game changer. We call them game changer. When the chips are down, you see them coming out. And then what you see with the bull, have you watched Omokase play football for Nigeria?
But to me, Ofinidi should know better because you cannot tell me that the same structure, the same thing
I
we have
don't
been
know.
doing.
I don't know why they
Well,
they pick
yes,
Continue
so
him.
to
no, I actually understand what Mary is saying. If was saying that we've been clamoring for indigenous coach, it's because of some of these lapses we were seeing the last time. Let's not see the same lapses now that we're not seeing only foreign players alone. We're not seeing local players. I think that's not a good thing. He should look
yeah.
within and bring local players. And of course, but also I want to believe that Osima is my guy, is my hitman. Mary, no vex, but I have passion for that guy. I just really want to
It's
see
not
him
only
doing
that I like
good.
Osimhen. Even me, I like Osimhen. Very well, I do. Even though I know that he knows how to complain. I've been serious Osimhen is playing ball. If you just touch him, he will stand and start complaining. Then I was telling my friend that Osimhen should leave complain and play ball. He can complain very well, but he's good. I'm not saying he's not good, but I feel like they should not neglect other people and talk about only Osimhen.
No,
That is what
Mary,
No,
I'm
for
we're
me,
not
nobody
saying
saying.
we
does
are
that. Oh.
neglecting
I'm
that.
not
We're
saying
not
No, nobody.
neglecting.
Mary, unfortunately, that is the nature of football. If and they get more paid, those people that score the goals, they make more money than because they are the hit men. They are let
You
touch
know,
the
you
ball
know,
now.
you know, Mary. You
It's their
know,
job.
Mary. For instance, when Upape was playing for his country, you know, then it was just there was a time Upape really played with Messi, Argentina. That at the very last minute, I think it was a very fierce game. Argentina did win that match, but you remember that everybody was saying Upape for a long time. So I think it's what that Chris is saying. We understand that it's not Leo Sime, it's a teamwork. That is the word. It's actually a teamwork.
They
Whatever
know
they
that.
do. Yes, we all know that. But what I'm saying is that to see my city hitman, we're happy that Lukman is around right now in the camp, and we can't wait to see Osime and the likes of who again, Mary. Who should we be expecting again?
I want to see the number. The is it Moses? You understand? We don't. You see that guy.
Yes,
That
Moses.
Moses is the only one, but I don't know why he's playing the
But
wing.
Daddy Chris, I don't know.
Eh?
People always say Moses is not good enough. Like, it's not too good. Maybe because he doesn't score that much. But I feel like the guy has strengths.
He's the
There's
one
this
that caused the goal. He's the one that is
talent.
causing the goal. You see, when you
Talent.
see him running with the ball, he disorganized the defense. As he's running, the whole defense will be coming towards him. And then the
That's
other side is free. By the time he cross, Lukman is free, he scores a goal. That is how the goal is coming. You understand? You don't score goals by if you allow the defense to be organized. That was what Okocha was doing. As Okocha, they defeat one, dribble two, then they run towards him. The back is open. He passed one, but only Okocha not go bring pass the ball well. If Okocha pass ball well, now go now. You understand? That was
that
Okocha's
one.
mistake. But
Osima is
Omokache,
good. Osima is good. But
Omokache was the
another
brain
player
behind
because
Nigerian
oh
football.
my
And
God,
I
like
don't know
what is
why
the
he's
fate
not a
of this
coach
other
yet.
one? What is the fate
Then
of our local
Omokache is
players?
my man any day, anytime. If
Daddy
you
Chris,
see, eh?
what is the fate of our local players? These people that are in the state league like till they get old. They get old in the state league. You know that most of our players in the state league, like our Super Eagle players, are even younger than them. They have been there. Nobody is picking them till they get old, and they bring in new people. This is their own
Princess,
hope.
Mary,
It's not
Mary, you
publicity.
should ask your minister of sport why we
Have
don't
you
have
seen some
National
players of
League.
these Kano pillars? Have you seen some
Mary,
players there? Like
ask
they're in
your
their late 30s, almost 40,
Mary,
they're still playing.
oh,
What is their
Mary, I
hope?
hear you. Mary, let me ask you
Hey,
this. Mary, the same way we they come abroad, come work. Now so them will see men run, come off from Nigeria, come here, come work. The same reason when we say we they come here, so not be say the work will not be created for home, but we not get them. So as your minister, why minister of sports are, why don't we have a national league that is viable? You know, do you know that all the national league that is going on, there's no good television showing them? Is it true that we will not watch the match? It's a lie. If a good TV we actually program our local league for broadcast, they will even have one thing: sponsorship. They make more money than Hollywood. In fact, only local sport alone organized into television will be more content. We will sit down at home and watch football on a free television. Oh, if they can do that, in fact, more money will come to our national league, and then you see players coming out. There's no way we will see them. Maybe we don't see them. Now, where do you watch football? The only footballers you know now is from television. The only
yes.
reason you know of Messi is from television. The only reason you know of all these people is from television. Do you have television in Nigeria? The answer is no. Shame on the Minister of Sport. Shame on that ministry.
This one is important. You need to do something about it. Like, it just as if it's even me that is just super, honestly. I don't know, I'm feeling for them more because they're not regarded, even though they are good. You know, we have a lot of good players from the
I
state.
know. And until the only way we're going to recognize them, maybe, is if we show them on television and the world begin to see them. The international country will come and even buy some of them. Some of them will come home to come and play, and they will go into the national team.
And that is the problem we have, you know. One thing in our country, we will now wait for international outsider to look and carry them away, and now we start hustling our own again. It's actually very bad. That would be a good place to wrap up the show. If I leave the two of you today, we won't leave here. I see the way Mary is going and on and on. You should have a sports show already. Well, thank you so much today for being on the show. Thank you, Daddy Chris, and thank you, Mary. Thanks to our viewers, and thanks to, you know, our followers as well. Let's not forget that we, you know, have a lot of activities lined up at Srtv. We have the logistics, of course. Just call us and we'll deliver your goods wherever you want them to be, promptly as well, quickly as well. It's just a call. Look at the number that's scrolling on your screen. Call us for within Abuja. We deliver very swiftly. And of course, we have our Airbnb. We have our shotlets everywhere: Lagos, Abuja, London. Please do where to reach out to us. Is a home away from home, you know, where you can have all the luxury you need, premium luxury, you know. Everywhere is well equipped. We have a standard bedroom, master's bedroom. We have a well equipped kitchen, nice looking bath spaces. We have, you know, lounge. We have parlors. We have cars to take you around. To top it off, free Wi-Fi as well. I bet that's something you don't want to miss out for your businesses, you know, parties, every kind of party, birthday, bridal shower, everything. And sometimes you to go there for your holidays, you can work from there as well. And don't forget also that our magazine for last month edition is already out. Somewhere to archive your products, yourself, to showcase yourself to the world. People get to see you over and over, and not like TV. Once you come and gone, it's gone. No, it's like, you know, something that you can give to people as souvenir. You can give as gift as well. Please do reach out to us, and don't forget our Nigerian week that is fast approaching. You know, it's going to be a week full of events. We have our Nollywood coming. We have our films summit. We have the film festival. We have screening as well, and then we have the food show. We have, you know, real estate. We have agriculture, and it's going to be packed full of activities. And you know, you can sponsor. You can also partner with us. Just reach out to us, and we'll be at your service. You know, it's a way of us connecting with the world, showing who we are to the world. And of course, you know, the world is now a global village. Why not? You know, this is a good platform for you to, connect with other people as well. And of course, to recognize, let's not forget the award ceremony, one of the main events where we're going to be recognizing well-meaning Nigerians that have done very well, in promoting us as the people, and of course, giving us a good image as well. Thank you so much for being on the show. Do not forget to, drive carefully while you're out there. Do not drink and drive. And of course, obey the traffic laws. Put a smile on the face of somebody today, and do well to plant a tree. Plant a flower today. Yesterday was World, Environment Day, and we actually agreed on that. So please be nice to people. I will see you again on the show tomorrow, hopefully.
Looking for a home away from home in Abuja? Look no further than Srtv Shortlet Apartments. Our fully furnished apartments offers everything you need for a comfortable and relaxing stay. Unwind in spacious rooms with exquisite ambience. Cook delicious meals in our well-equipped kitchen and relax in our comfortable sitting rooms watching your favorite shows. And guess what? 247 Wi-Fi available. But that's not all. SRTV goes extra mile by providing a car to take you around town during your stay. No need to worry about navigating public transportation or hailing taxis. Explore Abuja at your own pace. Book your SRTV Shortlet apartment today and experience the perfect blend of comfort and convenience. You can reach us by calling this number 070-6237-9